offshore wind, solar. Dominion Energy is a leader in the clean energy transition. We're dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, safe, and clean energy as we support and invest in our communities in 16 states. Dominion Energy is building a clean energy future. Actions speak louder. Welcome to Actions Speak Louder, shining a light on Dominion Energy's projects and community support. I'm Peggy Fox. We're focused on building a clean energy future as we build the country's largest offshore wind project and expand our solar generation. Dominion Energy now has the third largest solar portfolio among utilities across the nation. As part of our focus on expanding solar energy, our Solar for Students program is now in 40 schools.
We're having a sun celebration.
The program actually started in 2015 as a pilot program, and it has grown. The success of the program has grown, so we're here today to celebrate one of the installs. Dominion Energy Solar for Students is a partnership with NEED. NEED is a national energy education program, and what they do is they come in and actually provide all of the materials, the energy-related materials, the technical support, and they coordinate the actual installation of the solar panels. And with all of the sites that are part of this program, they can connect with one another and share data and learn from one another. It's the future, and it's great that we're able to connect with the students at this young age to start introducing solar and the importance of it and how it works. So we're really happy to be sort of on the front lines to put this out.
I learned about the solar panels. They help your phone charge from like connecting the energy. I was talking about them with conductors and insulators.
That's awesome.
So like that's fun to do.
I think the solar panel is really cool because now Kenmore has a solar panel to teach kids about how solar energy works, and yeah, that's cool.
Northern Virginia's newest Solar for Students program is at Centerville Elementary in Fairfax County. And you're looking at the ribbon cutting or celebration ceremony at Centerville Elementary this past school year when they received a Solar for Students array. Principal Josh Dowds led the announcement, and there were lots of VIPs and Fairfax County School Board members as well as the county supervisors. And there were student speakers, and ABC 7 meteorologist Brian Vandegraff was the honorary MC. The equipment and program provides students the chance to observe and learn firsthand about harnessing solar energy from a solar array. Participating public schools and educational organizations receive a 1.2 kilowatt solar system that converts sunlight into electric power, as well as educational materials and training for educators. Students will be able to track the generation of electric power by viewing their system's data online, and they can challenge other participating schools around the world to a solar power match to see who generates the most. So we would like to welcome Josh Dowds with us. He's the principal again of Centerville Elementary. That was so exciting to see that celebration and to meet your kids. And how has it been so far?
It's been great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
The solar panel has added so much to our school as we are a green school, so we really focus on energy and how it works and introducing it to our students for the future. So the solar stick has really helped us. It's the panel that they go and interact with sits right in the main hallway, so it's often used by the students.
It is, it's a really cool display outside, but then when you go in and you can see what you're looking at, and all the kids can walk by it and see what's going on.
Yeah, we have an 80-inch touchscreen screen in the front of the school that the students walk by. Sometimes individual students will use it. Sometimes classes will come down and sit in the bus lobby and use it and kind of look at the information and explore the data.
Now, I know you had to apply for this, and you're the only school right now in Fairfax County that has one. We also have one in Arlington County, and in fact, this picture on the screen is from Kenmore Middle School. So why did you apply? Why did you want to have one?
You know, it goes back to what I said at the beginning, that we're a green school. We believe in outdoor education. We believe in energy. We believe in teaching our students about the future and how they can harness natural resources to move us forward. They are the future of our country.
Absolutely. You said a green school. What does it mean to be a green school?
So a green school just means we have a heavy focus on outdoor learning, sustainability, just teaching our kids how they can impact the local environment around them.
Awesome. Well, this Solar for Students program partners with the NEED project, and that stands for National Energy Education Development, which administers the program. And joining us on Zoom is Mary Spruill, the Executive Director of NEED, and Rebecca Lamb, NEED's Program Director. Thank you both for being here. Mary, let me ask you first, how does NEED help schools teach students about energy?
Oh, in lots of ways, Peggy, and thanks for having us join you and Principal Dowds today too. NEED has a 41-year history now teaching kids about energy and the energy that we use around us every day. And Dominion Energy has been a longtime partner now for over 30 years, helping students understand electricity from all sorts of energy sources. And this Solar for Students program was specific to helping kids really understand solar and how we take solar energy from the sun and make electricity to light our homes and our school buildings and run all of our electronics. It's a very, very exciting time for kids to really learn more about what renewable energy has in store for us in the Commonwealth.
Becky, tell us how the program works. How do these kids actually learn, and how can they see how it's working?
Sure, and this is a unique program because not every school has access to a solar panel on site and data on site. So it's kind of a twofold program. The students have access to that data. They can utilize it. There are lessons that the teachers can use in their classrooms that are using that real world data. In addition to that, there's also hands-on materials that are more at the desktop level. So you can't have every kid climbing up to reach and mess with a solar panel that's outside the school. So we've got some desktop versions so they can look at things like angle or shading in a real world application, but one that's a little bit safer for them to do that in the classroom. And then they can go back out and they can use the data and really look at that big picture that they can see at their school.
That's so interesting. I was at the Centerville Elementary recently to watch the kids and see what they were doing, and there was a lot of discussion about, well, if it was angled this way, what if it followed the sun? And I do know that our solar panels, we have older solar facilities that don't move, but the newer ones do move because I believe they're more efficient. And so you probably talk to the teachers about this, and how do you train the teachers in how to teach the kids about the array and how solar energy works?
What we try to do for the teachers and the students is in our teacher training is making sure the teachers get a lot of information about solar. They get a chance to use the array and get a chance to look at the dashboard and the lessons that we have in our Schools Going Solar guide to really look at the research and analysis, check other people's solar arrays in Virginia with the other schools that are included in the program. And they're doing the lessons inside of the teacher training, just like the students will in the classroom. So we're working through each of the explorations. We're having an opportunity to chat with a solar installer about how the system comes together and all of the nuts and bolts and some of the troubleshooting that can happen too when the system is still working, but the data is not reporting, and really providing the technical expertise for the teachers and the other staff that might come from the building to learn more about solar. Mm-hmm. We want everybody to be able to really experience the fun of having solar in the classroom, but also being able to do those engaging activities and reach out and work with other students and other schools too.
Yeah, absolutely. Principal Dowds, tell me about how your kids there learn. I mean, is it part of some regular classrooms, or do the kids, is it voluntary? How does it work?
So it's a combination of both. So we do have a full-time STEAM teacher, Mrs. Settlemeyer, who does a lot of work with that, and she's really invested in this. She runs our school green team, and so during classes when she brings them down, she'll sit and talk to them. We also have a math resource teacher, Mrs. Polifka, who also will do some math when she pulls it down, and she'll sit them outside the panel and just kind of talk about the different things to notice between the sun on one day and not on the other day, and how much energy it's producing. And then students individually, as they walk down the hall, just they're curious, and that touch screen, they love to just click and look and see, their favorite thing is to see how long they can light the Eiffel Tower. That's their favorite thing to click and see which one.
That was so cool. I know. I had a great time coming out the other day and watching your kids, and you were there, and so I wanted to play a little bit of the video. Yeah, we were at the celebration, but it was much more fun to come out and see it all in action. So take a look. What just happened?
So another hour of energy came, and another 2 another 246 watts came up. So for another hour, this much was produced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just while we're standing here.
Yeah, that's so cool. How we can just produce energy without even working as hard.
We get less because the sun, the rays of the light can't penetrate through the clouds, so we can't get as much.
But we still get some.
Boom, that was the big rain in the afternoon,
Yeah,
and it was really dark outside.
At dismissal, we were worried about leaving, and look, it was actually sunny at dismissal.
Yeah.
So we were able to dismiss really easy.
Right after it started raining out.
Yeah, exactly. Right after it started
So we
raining.
got super lucky.
We did. We get like by this, it helped us with the. Look at this. We got lucky with dismissal.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting how, even though it was sunny during these times, we only produced still only 165 watts.
So why do you think that is?
Probably because it was like cloudy, and then like the clouds kept coming, but like the sun was like getting back in front of the clouds, and then the clouds were coming back.
And as we learned, what fuels the solar panel?
Light.
The white rays from the sun.
But isn't that awesome though? Even though it was cloudy, we still were able to gather energy.
If it's the photons that do it, or if it's the radiation.
Well, that would be something good to research.
Yeah, that's an awesome thing. And then tell us all.
Here is that it's actually produced a lot of kilowatts and 8 and 78 hundredths, and as you can see, it's produced 3 minutes, lighting up the whole Eiffel Tower. And
On
40
Wednesday,
yeah, on
June 23rd.
Yeah, it's produced a lot.
And why do you think on that day?
Probably because the summer solstice, and it's got a lot of like sunlight, and the sunlight is evenly not produced.
Got a lot of sun right here, right? A lot of electricity. This is what it's produced, right?
Yeah.
What's really nice about this board is it piques curiosity. And that is key for us to have innovation and ideas. I mean, they have been going all over this board looking and comparing dates, months, trying to see about the sun. We had this whole discussion about the fact that we can't turn it. They figured out if we could turn it to move with the sun, that it would be more effective and we would get more energy. And the fact that they're becoming aware of solar energy, the fact that they're seeing its uses, is what makes this so powerful.
So it was really fun seeing the kids get a deep dive into solar energy, and we compared, what it's like on a cloudy day and what it was like on a sunny day. And explain the Eiffel Tower thing. How much energy it takes to light the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, there's a great graphic on that it shows you different things you can scroll through. So one is the Eiffel Tower, one is how many cell phones, for how long you can do a cell phone. And the kids just like to check, and they'll keep track of how long. And they're rating for a really sunny day where it collects a lot of energy, because we're usually around 1 to 2 minutes with the Eiffel Tower. They want to get above that.
Well, I liked also they were talking about, I could charge my phone. and it really helps them understand, how much energy you need, for this and for that, and what is it going to take. And how do you think this program sparks curiosity?
Well, I think in the conversation we have with the students that day, the curiosity of just how many solar panels would it need to power our school came up, and they were out looking at it and talking, and just the curiosity, and just I think it sparks that excitement to want to go and learn new ways. So as they're the future of our country, these students they see that, they get interested, they start researching it on their own, and then they'll come and they share facts with me. They'll go and do some research and share facts with me about solar. It's really neat.
The energy industry changes. New technology is developed, and things, new opportunities, new innovations. It happens all the time in America, especially. But let me ask Mary about the NEED organization, and what is the thinking there about teaching kids about energy and innovation? Is there a thought that hopefully maybe these kids will come up with something new and better for the future?
We like to think that every time we're working with students, we're finding the next energy genius.
Yeah.
And that student's going to one day want to take all of our jobs and be able to run major energy companies and education organizations, or that student really wants to go and share with other people what he or she's learned. So there's so many opportunities. The energy industry is looking for great people for many careers, whether or not that's college-bound students who want a job right out of high school. There's so many opportunities, especially in wind and solar, and really great opportunities at Dominion Energy. And we want students to realize what a great opportunity and great jobs, great careers they can have within the energy industry. And that's something we work at each day. And you find that student that's really interested and really engaged, and you want to keep them and keep working with them and give them additional opportunities like this program has been set up to do.
Why do you think it's important to teach children about energy?
Well, I mean, the kids are our future, and energy is something that no matter how we get it and how we process it, we continue to use it. It's a part of our daily lives. I think that a lot of people, especially kids, don't realize how much they use energy and how much impact they can have personally on the choices they make related to their energy use. So when you empower a student and a child to think about energy and really process what they can do with it now, it not only sets them up for success, whether that be in the classroom now or in their lives now, but it really sets them up for success in the future. It gives them a way to think about the world and think about the systems that we use and how we might change those and make those better in the future.
Yeah, and when you think about climate change and the need for clean energy, how do you think a program like this can help our planet? I'll throw it out there, Mary.
Well, students are always interested in what they can do. The stewardship is such a big piece of what students learn, and it's just innate in how they think about the world and what can we do, how can we save things, how can we conserve more. So it's a wonderful place to put energy, especially in elementary, middle school, and high school. And they're making choices now about, how do we use our electricity and how do we get to school every day? And when we're looking at a world with clean energy and mitigating climate change, it's going to come from our students and how they help their families understand energy and the choices that we all make as consumers. So we do see students wanting, they're following mom and dad around saying, turn off this light and turn off that light. And they're doing energy audits of their school buildings to find out places that they can save energy inside of the building. And often make really great energy efficiency recommendations too for new lighting or new technologies. But often it comes down to behavior and just helping people understand what smart energy behaviors can be and how do we make everything better for a better world tomorrow.
My daughter's in college now, and she was telling me the other day, my roommate never turns a light out. So you learn these things at home, let's conserve energy, turn the lights out when you leave. But given that, you can learn from others. Do you think that in a classroom setting like this, Josh, do you see kids learning from others and sort of feeding off the interest of others? Yeah,
definitely. They definitely feed. And in conversations with kids, talking about the planet and the resources, conversations where they talk about what about going to space and why would we need to go to space because of resources. So they're really, it sparks that conversation. It takes one child's curiosity and they feed off each other. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah.
And we do, talking about audits of the system, we've gotten a lot of new, we've gotten water bottle fillers in our station because our green team have done water audits, how much we waste. And so the kids did the work, and then we got 3 water bottle filling stations in there. They do energy audits every year and try to change, and we're getting new lights because of the work our students are doing.
Can we hire them? They're
amazing.
Awesome.
It's a green team. It's a before school program that we have roughly 100 students come in and 20 staff, and they come in and just work around the school to make it a better place and conserve resources.
Isn't that neat? And then they can see it in action. How fantastic is that? So let me ask Mary and Becky, or Becky actually, I think you're next, Becky, do you get into the schools often? Do you get a chance? I mean, Josh is having a great time, with the kids and watching them learn, of course. But do you guys get in there and see? I know you're in 40 schools in Virginia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Do you get out there? Are you able to get out and see?
We get out there some. I think our ability to get into the schools has been a little limited with COVID, just making sure that we're not bringing extra bodies into the school. But we love it when we can get out there and see what the kids are doing, maybe provide some extra lessons or activities that, are a little bit out of the norm, but just really give the kids the credit and really recognize the work they're doing, because, like at Josh's school, his students are doing amazing work. They're doing real work. And we want to make sure that we are supporting that and recognizing them and really giving them the props they deserve. Because sometimes they just keep going and think, well, this is what every kid does. But in reality, they're doing really cool things. So hopefully we'll be able to get back into more schools soon and see more great work soon. Yeah.
Is solar for students with other energy companies as well? Or are we the only one? Mary?
We've had some other energy companies who have also sponsored some solar panels for schools, but Dominion's the one who has said, let's do the whole program. And that's bringing solar into the classroom as well as doing the solar on the school. And the unique thing about this, since the solar data is public and available, the nice thing is you don't have to have solar on the school to really learn more about solar. So when we have the teacher workshops and include other schools that don't have solar, those schools are expanding their energy education and learning more too. And they're able to go use Principal Dowd's data in their classrooms, even though they might not have solar. So it's very unique in that, and Dominion Energy makes sure that these teachers also get engaged in our upcoming coastal offshore wind workshop as well. So all of these different opportunities come together really nicely in the Dominion Energy service area.
That is great. Now, so this one is an elementary school, but I know in Arlington, Kenmore is a middle school, and we also have one in Prince William County, which I think is an elementary school.
It is.
What is the difference? I mean, does it matter whether it's elementary, middle, or do you have any in high schools?
We do, yeah. So we put solar panels with this program at elementary, middle, high school, and some outside of the classroom learning opportunities, some museums and such. I think that the nice thing is that there's opportunity to learn about solar at every level. The activities that the students are doing are going to be a little different. So the elementary students and the high school students obviously are going to do a different level of inquiry. They're going to do a different level of depth of analysis, use different data points, but there's opportunity at all levels to really learn about solar and learn about the system that they have. And the materials that the teachers are provided allow them that flexibility. So there are materials at all the different grade levels that teachers can use that really help tailor the activities to the kids that at the appropriate level.
Is there a perfect level? Like Josh, you'll probably say it's elementary school.
Yeah,
what age are the ones that you think are interested the most?
You see our upper elementary students really, going and exploring it and really being creative with it. But our younger students love it as well. They love the idea. We compare with another school in South Carolina on the beach, and we often compare our data with them because they're on the beach and everyone assumes the beach is lots of sun.
Yeah.
So we'll compare the different things to see. And there are days that we produce more energy and there are days they produce more energy.
Oh, that is cool.
But it's great to see it in all ages.
Well, I love the day when I was there with you and they looked up the summer solstice.
Yes.
And fortunately we had a bright sunny day, and it was just like, they really, they could see what a difference it made. But how interesting that they think, you think the beach has got to be sunny, but maybe not always.
Yeah, it's finished. And they like to track the rain. Like they'll look and see cloudy and rain. They can go and see, all right, rain, so let's see if it matches up. And they like to explore it and look at that data.
I wonder if the next step is putting in some plugs and actually charging your phone off of it. I mean, can you do that?
Ours goes right into our mainframe of our school.
Okay.
So the energy that it produces goes right into what we produce as a school. And
That's
goes and
neat.
Helps that way.
So they can charge their phones off that solar energy. Very cool, very cool. Next, what's the next location? Are we going to have another one here in Northern Virginia soon?
Certainly, Fairfax County keeps saying, give us more, and Josh has made sure that everyone knows that he had it first. So
of course,
it's been fun to see all the rest of the schools very interested in getting them. We are waiting to hear from Dominion Energy how many you all want to do this year, and we'll get that project open and ready to go as soon as we get the green light to go ahead. But we're excited about bringing more to Northern Virginia.
And tell everybody your website, please, Mary.
The website's need.org, and you can also find the Dominion page right off of that in our signature program section. So you can see the data from all the systems that are installed. Teachers can download the curriculum for free. So you don't have to have everything. You can just grab the curriculum and use it. And students who are looking for projects, there's a great wealth of information there too for science fair and other things. But always reach out if teachers, students, families, parents, anybody needs some additional energy assistance. We like to think we can help out with anything. So definitely make sure to reach out to us.
All right, Mary, thank you so much for joining us. And Becky Lamb, thank you as well. Appreciate you being on. And Principal Josh Dowds from Centerville Elementary School, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And sharing with us and doing such a great job with your kids. Thank you so much for watching Actions Speak Louder. You can find out more information about the Solar for Students program on the Dominion Energy website and also need.org. Have a great day and stay safe.